they said on Tuesday that you should not be prosecuted or could not be prosecuted if you ordered SEAL Team 6 to kill a political opponent.
Well, you're talking about a totally different case, the immunity. I say this, on immunity, very simple. If a president of the United States does not have immunity, he'll be totally ineffective because he won't be able to do anything, because it will mean he'll be prosecuted, strongly prosecuted perhaps, as soon as he leaves office by the opposing party. So a president of the United States, I'm not talking just me, I'm talking any president has to have immunity.
So when asked if he should be immune from prosecution over ordering a military hit on a political opponent, the former president avoided those details and claimed that any president would be ineffective if they weren't able to just indiscriminately break the law. I think that says more about the high level of crimes that presidents commit, or Donald Trump's admission to the extreme number of laws that he's broken.
I wasn't campaigning. The election was over. I was doing my duty as president to expose and further investigate a rigged and stolen election. It was my obligation to do so. I had no choice. And the proof found voluminous and irrefutable evidence that the election of 2020 presidential election was rigged. Therefore, among other reasons, of course, I am entitled to immunity. Additionally, I did absolutely nothing wrong. I was acting as the president of the United States. This wasn't for me, this was for the country.
This guy thinks he can lose an election, then tell Americans that he can act as president to do any damn thing he wants outside of the law, including incite his ragtag army to invade the Capitol. But he was just doing it for the country, not himself. This is after exhausting all his legal challenges and proceedings. He's openly telling the 81 million people that did not vote for him that his inability to lose graciously allows him to violently nullify their vote. But he did it for the country.
No, I'm not above the law. I never want anybody to be above the law. I feel that as a president, you have to have immunity. Very simple.
For sore losers like Trump, the goalposts are always moving, and they move in favor of his best interests. That's not surprising. And when those interests are challenged, he thinks it's an intellectual achievement to wield threats and violent control over masses of people. That brutality is the same as having smarts.
I had a great relationship with Putin. The fake news hates when I say that. He shouldn't be dealing with Putin. He said he gets along with Putin. Somebody asked me, is President Xi of China? Now he controls 1.4 billion people ruthlessly. Ruthlessly. No games, right? They said, is President Xi of China a brilliant man? I said, yes, he is. He's a brilliant man. Next day, Trump said President Xi is brilliant. I said, yeah, I did. They want me to say, no, he's not a very smart guy. You know, he just runs 1.4 billion people with an iron fist.
If MAGA wants their lives brutally dictated by Trump, then they can privately choose to do whatever he tells them to do. We've had rally goers tell us that they need a little bit of vicious control over their existence in order to even feel comfortable.
Sometimes in life, we all need a good paddling from the principal to set our life on the right track. And this country does need a little bit of that. We need a little paddling. I mean, I was a problem child growing up, and it took a good leadership to set me straight.
Then these same folks claim that Trump derangement syndrome comes from the folks that refuse the dictatorial presidency that he's promised to have for years.
Okay, because they wanted to. You're not going to be a dictator, is that? I said, no, Sean, I'm going to be a dictator. I said that.